Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one I feel like I've been waiting for these books, so it is my July anticipated releases. I feel like July is a month that a lot of books, more so a lot of fantasy books, get released on this month, and I have quite a few I want to read, so I figured I'd do a reading vlog, hopefully a little less chaotic than my last one. And I will be reading my anticipated reads. I have a list here, but the thing is there's obviously a ton more that I want to read. I don't know, I feel like I didn't really pay attention to a lot of fantasy books. These ones literally were all released yesterday or the day before. And so there are obviously other July fantasy books that have been released that I want to read as well, but I have other fantasy books that I need to read first. So these are just gonna be the ones that I am ready to start this week. My first one is the new Jessa Hastings book, and I cannot remember the name of it to save my life. So the Jessa Hastings one is called Time of Your Life. Then I have Terror at the Gates. I feel like that one came out a few weeks ago, but I still really want to read it. The cover is just so beautiful and it just sounds like a good Lilith book, so I'm excited to read that. I have a few thrillers that came out. So I have Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell, but I also have The Couple Before Us by Daniel Hurst, which actually doesn't come out until tomorrow, so I have a day for that one. I do have another thriller, which is the new Riley Sager, With a Vengeance, but I'm not sure if I'll read that in this vlog because it has already been out for a little bit, I believe. And then I have what is my last one? Oh, then I have Watch Your Back by Tate James. Is that his name? Or James Tate? I feel like I said that backwards. My son wants to be in the video so bad. Go ahead and say hi.
Hi.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay. So I have Watch Your Back by Tate James, and that is book 2 in the new series that they're doing. And book 1 was, what was it called? It's so good though. It left off on the biggest cliffhanger, and I was unwell with how it ended. If you have not read it, please do. It's called Dear Reader. It is a darker mystery romance type. So it's on Kindle it says it's a polyamory romance, enemies to lovers romance, which I can see that, but it's definitely giving off it's in a school, a college, and there's a secret society, so it kind of reminds me of ritual type of vibes. So I enjoyed the first book. It left off on such a big cliffhanger, so that one just came out yesterday as well, so I definitely want to read other ones that just came out, and then we'll see which other ones I add on, if I do add on any at all, and then we'll go from there. We are heading to, it is Wednesday, and as you guys probably seen in my last vlog or before, we go to the movies on Wednesdays for the summer movie program, so we are gonna go head there now. I'm bringing my Kindle per usual because it's always a movie we've already seen. Today is, what movie are we seeing today?
Garfield movie.
The Garfield movie. So we've already seen it a million times, so I'm gonna bring my Kindle and read. I don't know which one I'm gonna start first because I'm I don't know what mood I'm in. But yeah, I'll be starting one of these. I'll update you guys when we get off movies, and then throughout the day, throughout the rest of this week, I will be updating you guys on the books that I get done and what I think of them, and hopefully they live up to my expectations, because I've been anticipating these reads. So I will see you guys later. Bye.
Goodbye.
We're back with an update. It is almost 1:30 and I have started Time of Your Life by Jessa Hastings. Okay, so speechless. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I feel like, okay, I'm not a fan of like insta love at all, but I feel like that's what this is because he's like a famous musician artist and she is like the poster child for like the sweetest girl. Like she's like London's sweetheart and she's has like a lot of branding deals and stuff like that. And so one night they meet and they fall in love. They love each other. So now she's like telling her manager person like, yeah, I love him. And she's like, girl, you don't even know him. Like, what's his house look like? Did you know that just last month he got banned from trashing a hotel? Like, that's what this band is known for. Like, they're bad boys. And she's like, yeah, no, actually I'd never been to his house. And then she's like, yeah, no, I've never even heard that he did that to the hotel. So I was like, girl, how are you guys in love? So that's kind of annoying. I don't know how I feel. I'm already 28% of the way in. So I just don't know. I just don't know how I feel. And I know Jessa Hastings has like a specific type of writing. And like that's why it took me a hot minute to like get into Magnolia Parks. But I feel like with Conditions of Will, whatever it's called, I really like that. And I felt like that was a lot easier to read. So I kind of was hoping for the same vibe. But I feel like this book is more like Magnolia Parks writing. So it's taken me a while to get into it. And then again, like the insta love and like you guys don't even know each other. So how are you guys in love? Yeah, so I just don't know. So I took a break from that and then I started reading Terror at the Gates by Scarlett St. Clair, and I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, she's pretty badass. I mean, it's Lilith, so what are we expecting? I am 14% of the way in and I'm enjoying it. I mean, she's like she comes from a family of like power and she has like this magic, but it's like in the church. You can only use it if you have a man to like speak for you, and she's single, and it's like she's really supposed to only use the magic when her father gives her permission to, but she's like estranged from her family, and she uses her magic to steal from people to like have a living. And yeah, she steals like this dagger, and when she gets caught stealing the dagger, the guy takes it and he like dies. And so now she's like freaking out because she's like, what the hell just happened? And so she calls on, I forget how to say his name, but the male main character who's like family rules the city that they live in, and she asks for his help. And so now they're kind of gonna start figuring out what's going on. And I'm assuming they're like always been cool with each other, but he's always had like a thing for her, like a soft spot for her. And she's like, you know, he calls her like love, and she's like, oh, it still makes me blush, but like we don't ever act on it, like we're just cool. And so I feel like this is gonna be a good ride. I'm gonna enjoy this. I did want to tell you guys that I won't be reading. I had to look back at my list of books that came out this month and go check them, and I realized some of them already have been out for a while, like Terror at the Gate. Also, Don't Let Him In by Lisa Joelle. That was another one I was gonna read, but I realized when I checked it, it came out in June. So I'm gonna just read it on my own time. I still have my thriller that comes out tomorrow, so I'll read that in replacement of my thriller. And then I still have Watch Your Back by Tate James, which will be my other book that I really am wanting to read. That book, again, left off on such a big cliffhanger, and I just need to know who's about to die. So if you haven't read that, read that. I know that author has another series, and it's like hate, I don't even remember what they're called, but it's a like reverse harem series, I believe. Which now I think about it, this one is too. So I think that's what, just like what they write. So yeah, so far that's what I have. I might add another one. I know, like I can never remember names of books, my lord. I have a couple books on hold at my library that I'm hoping I can get. Like I have Riley Sager with a Vengeance. I'm not sure actually if that came out this month. Let me see. No, see, I don't have to worry about that. That came out in June. I'm just like late to the party, apparently. I have Releasing 10. Did that come out this month too? I'm a lost cause. Girl Bye, that came out in May. I still haven't read that, but that's like also on hold. I know for a fact this one came out this month, and that is Rose in Chains by Julie Soto, which is the like Germani vibe. That came out this month, but I also have that on hold. I don't know if I'll get it in time for this video, because I've been trying not to buy books, y'all. I'm trying really hard to not buy books. I have zero space on my bookshelves for any new books. So I told myself until I start getting rid of those books that I need to unhaul, that I can't really be buying no more books. That's like my rule I set for myself. So I've been going super hard in utilizing my library and like borrowing ebooks from my library and just reading them off my Kindle. So with that comes a lot of holds and waiting. So I don't know if I'll get that one in time. If we do, great, but I doubt it, because I don't want to take forever on this video, because I have another video I want to start filming. So that was my update. I don't know. I'm gonna read for the rest of the day. I don't have anything else planned for my day besides reading and like doing my hair, because I just washed it yesterday. So I'm gonna blow it out. That's literally the only thing I have planned. So I will be reading for the rest of the day. Probably will just update you guys tomorrow with how much I can like get done today. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully the Jessa Hastings book gets better. I don't think I would DNF it, because I do want to kind of see it through, but hopefully it gets better and I don't have to like suffer throughout this whole reading process. And then Terror at the Gate, I feel like it's going to be a fun ride, so I will let you guys know tomorrow, and hopefully I can finish them tomorrow and we can start a new set of books tomorrow. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello friends, it is a new day. I didn't do my hair yesterday obviously, so we're doing it now because I got a date tonight, so gotta get cute. I am here to update. Sorry, I'm like listening to what my kids are saying. I'm here to give you guys my update because I got a lot of reading done yesterday and today, because it's only 1:30 in the afternoon. So sorry if my kids are super loud, guys. I swear they start school in 2 weeks and then we'll have quiet videos. But it's because I'm doing my hair in my bathroom and my kids are hanging out in my room, so that's why they're so close. But I finished Terror at the Gate this morning, and it was okay. I liked it, but it wasn't like, it didn't, I don't want to say it didn't get good. It got good, but like it wasn't nothing like spectacular. So I ended up giving it a 3-star, and I felt like that was fair. Now I am trying to work my way through what am I, Jessa Hastings, the Time of Your Life, and I'm almost done. I'm at 70%. So I've been reading this whole time, and then I just stopping to do my hair, and then I am going to pick back up reading because really don't have anything else to do after this. Date night is not until later. So I just was like, let me do my hair so I'm not rushing later. But yeah, I'm okay. So I have mixed feelings about this book, and I feel like I'm not gonna know exactly how I feel till maybe like a couple days after I finish reading it, because it's like, okay, how I feel initially, but then will it stay like on my mind? Because I caught myself thinking about it yesterday at night, and usually I like reading thrillers at night, but I wasn't reading anything, so I was like, you know what, I really want to like continue reading Time of Your Life. So I was reading it last night, and I will say, the character, like the male main character, he gets on my fucking nerves. He's very, like, I feel like he's very narcissistic, like a lot of the stuff. And if you happen to have me on Goodreads, it's like you would see I was like annotating and commentating a lot on a lot of things that I was reading last night, because he was pissing me off, because he was like, she wanted to know like how many people he slept with, because he's a singer. So she's like, oh, how many people have you slept with? And he's like, I don't even want to like tell you, like I'm embarrassed, like I don't want you to think bad of me. So then he's like, well, how many guys have you slept with? And she's like, oh, okay, this whole scene pissed me off, because she's like, oh, I slept with 13 people. And he starts crashing out, like, what the fuck you mean? Who is it? That went directly in my mouth. Anyway, so he's like, who was it? And she's like, I don't know, she said something. He's like, well, it's not like you sleep with Brad Pitt. And then she was like, well, actually. And so then he started crashing out because she like slept with people. And it's like, bro, you just said you slept with like hundreds of girls. Like, why are you crashing out over that? And then they go to the, I don't know. Okay, so then that was pissing me off, because he was just being like super contradicting. Like, how are you gonna sleep with hundreds he told her he slept with 16 girls in 2 weeks, and she didn't even get mad. She's just like, well, damn. And then she mentions that she slept with Brad Pitt, and he's like crashing out, like, what the hell? Like, he's mad, he's in a bad mood, like just crashing out. And that was so irritating. Then he like takes her out. He wants to take her to a football game. So they get there, and like he's like, yeah, you know, he's like a diehard fan. And the player comes onto the field, and they're right behind, they got seats right behind the dugout. And he's like, oh my god, I love him, like that's my favorite player, like I root for him so much. Kind of find out that's her ex-boyfriend. And he was like crashing out, whatever. And the player comes and like he sees her, and he says hi to her. But you know, he's trying to, the male main character is trying to like play it cool. So he's like, yeah man, whatever, cool. And then he's like, after he leaves, he's like pissed, like, when were you in a relationship with him? Did he see you? And then she says, we were in a relationship for 4 years. Like, did he see you naked? Duh. Like, that was stupid. But I think outside of like him pissing me off, I think the writing didn't make sense. And maybe I read it wrong. Maybe she was being sarcastic when she said 13 people. I don't freaking know, because how is she 20 years old? She was in a relationship with that football player for 4 years, but she slept with 13 people. So if she was with him for 4 years, that would have at least, saying she started dating him at 16. I don't know. Does the math correctly to you? Because it definitely didn't to me, and I love that volume. And I didn't like that, because I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. How she slept with all these people. Like, when did she sleep with them? That didn't make sense. So I think that was like on the writers, you know, fail attempt at that. But other than that, but I will say, the male main character, he is such a smartass, and it's so funny. I find myself like literally laughing because he is fun. He's just like a smart ass, so he just makes like smart ass remarks, and it's just so funny. So I will say he is funny, but that was last night. That was at like 35%, so I was like annoyed with that last night. But again, now I'm about 70% of the way in. Well, yeah, 70% because I'm at 69. And I don't know, he gives me the ick, sort of. He's just very like possessive, and I don't know. So we'll see how it finishes. Right now, I feel like maybe it'll just be a 3-star read. Okay, and I also have been seeing a lot that people are accusing Just the Hastings of like ChatGPTing this book, like it's written by AI. And I don't know, I feel like maybe because I'm a little older, but I feel like this generation of like teens and 20s, like early 20s, are very sensitive and very much like everything's cancel culture, and I don't want to speak too much on it, but I just feel like this generation is just very much like wants to cancel everybody. And so reading this book, I'm like, this very much gives me Magnolia Park vibes with the like high society and like the writing and the drama. And so I don't know how people are saying this is AI, because it's like, have you not read any of her other books? Like, I feel like this is very much giving like Magnolia Park's, like, he literally reminds me of BJ. So I'm confused because I've never heard anyone accuse her of AI writing for Magnolia Park. So I don't know, I just feel like people are like nitpicking things. That's it. I am going to go stand in my closet now, and then I'll sit down and read some more. I'll either update you guys right before I leave, or if I end up finishing this early enough, I'll update you guys. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in for today's big update. Okay, I'm back with a quick update. I finished Time of Your Life. I don't know why I can't remember. I'm going to use this oil just in case anybody cares to know. So I finished it, and it was good. So the ending was not exactly what I thought. Like, I thought it was just gonna be like Conditions of Will, like just one book. I didn't know that this was a whole new series, or whatever it's gonna be. At least I have no clue. But the ending is definitely, when I say, and it's crazy because I had no obviously clue what the book was about. Okay, I had no clue what the book was about. But earlier when I said this book was giving Magnolia and BJ, that's literally what this book is like. Because the way their toxic relationship, and honestly, now I'm thinking about it, literally in real time, I'm thinking about it, the way the last scene plays out when they're in like the club or party, wherever they're at, it literally is reminding me specific of the BJ and Magnolia Park scene. And he's like with another girl, and that's literally what happened, now that I think about it. And it's crazy because at the end of the book, when Jessica Hastings writes her like acknowledgments or whatever, she says she wrote this book in a month. And I'm like, girl, were you just reliving BJ and Magnolia? Because now that I think about it, they literally was the exact same scene, same type of drama vibes, toxic relationship. And so, but I will say, it did end off good. Like, girl, she's trying to get her lick back, and I'm like, I ain't mad at it. But also, Joa was just he's very narcissistic. That's all I can say. I literally feel like he's very narcissistic. I wanted to go into this one review that I saw, and I'm crying because maybe I'm just like out of tune with, I'm not on TikTok very much. I literally, TikTok's like my Google, but I don't like sit there and scroll, and I'm definitely not, I have different accounts. So I have like my personal account, and then I have my book account, and I'm never on my book one, so I don't really see like all the things happening in the book community, and apparently everyone's like trying to cancel Jessa. And it's funny because somebody posted in the review, they were like, time of your life written by ChatGPT. This was written with the help of Waze and Roomba. I don't know what those are. I thought Waze was like a GPS tracking. GPS, actually, that's what I thought it was, GPS. But there's people who replied to her comments, and they're like, people just want to ruin authors' lives because of TikTok drama. And they said TikTok drama, LMAO. Whatever Jessa did, she did to herself. Even authors don't like her. I don't care if you rated the book 5 stars. That's your prerogative. No one is ruining the author's life. She's just problematic. Yeah, honestly, these comments are going in. Like, someone said, no way people are defending Jessa. And I'm like, what did she do? Can somebody tell me what she did? Because I don't want to go on Book Talk and like search for it, because then that'll become my algorithm, and I like my peaceful book talk right now. So I'm interested to know, like, what did Jessa do that was so horrible? Because people recovered from Kate Stewart and Colleen Hoover and other authors. So I don't understand what's the big deal. Like, what did Jessa do so bad that we can't forgive her, you know? I don't know. So that was it. I just had to give my final thoughts and review. I was in between rating it a 3.5 star, to be honest, because the drama kind of was eating for me. But I really hate Joa, the male main character. Like, he's such a narcissist. Like, she told him something traumatic that happened to her, and then the next day he had like an interview with Rolling Stone, and he like flipped out on the guy that was interviewing him, the journalist. And then like the journalist publicized it because he was basically like F the fans, and he's like, I need to tell them why I was in a bad mood. Can you tell everybody the traumatic thing that happened to you so my career doesn't go down? Like, bro. So I have to out myself to help you. And what do I get out of it? Like, besides exposing myself. I don't know. I didn't really like it. So, I don't know. But I'm here. I would read a book 2 for sure. I don't know when that comes out. But when it does, I'm tuning in. And I'm ready to eat it up. Because it was good. I realized, like I said, I miss Magnolia Park's universe because of all the drama and their circle, and I kind of got attached to their circle of friends, and I thought maybe book 2 would be like about Richie, Joa's brother. Lopsided. But I don't think so. I think it's going to continue being about Yos and Joa, so that'll be interesting. I'm here for it. I am excited to did I say my rating? I think I'm gonna stick with 3.25 star, because I feel like 3.5 is a little too high for as much as it was irking me. But then also, it's like, that was the thing of Magnolia Parks, is like, you become so attached to the characters, you feel so emotionally like connected that you get pissed off, you get mad, you get sad, and that's kind of what happened here. So I feel like those deserve good ratings, because that's what you want as an author. You want them to like feel things. I don't know. Me personally, I love sad books, so some people may hate it because like, I hate the character and he's infuriating, and rate it low. But like, I don't know. I don't have that view of it. So that's that. Next reads will start tomorrow, because I'm now waiting to go on my date. So I'm waiting for my mother to come so she could come and watch my kids. So she'll be here probably in like 30 minutes to an hour. So I will be watching Vampire Diaries in the meantime. So I don't know if y'all been hearing her in the background, but she just wanted to be next. My kids want to be all of my videos all the time. So yeah, she yapping. So next we'll be starting Watch Your Back, by Tate James, and then my thriller The Couple Before Us by Danielle Hurst. So we will start that tomorrow, and I'll probably just start in the morning and then like probably update you guys when I make some progress in the book. So I will see you guys tomorrow. This is a new day. I am here with some quick updates because I do plan on trying to finish these books. So yesterday I didn't get to update you guys at all, but that's why we're here now. So I have got quite a lot of reading done. I don't know, is it a lot? So I started, I think I told you guys I was gonna start Watch Your Back and The Couple Before Us, and those are the two that I am still reading. Watch Your Back, I got 40% of the way in, and I wanted to update you guys on how that was going. So it's okay so far. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it still exactly. It started off a little rough though, because on book 1 the cliffhanger ends, like something bad happens, and then book 2 kind of picks up directly from there, and it's like, what, like the bad thing that happened in book 1 didn't actually happen the way we thought it was happening. I don't want to say it just in case, but yeah, so it's like, oh, I panicked for no reason sort of thing. And at this point they're just trying to figure out like who's setting up all these situations to make all these bad things happen, and I don't really know how I feel about it yet. It's okay, not much, like little things are happening, but yeah, I don't know, nothing like crazy is going on that I'm like super like, oh my god, I can't wait to like pick this up and keep going because I need to know what's happening. Like, yeah, I want to know, but obviously I have a feeling I'm not going to find out to the very end, and then it's going to leave off on another cliffhanger because another book comes out in like 2 months. So I'm not sure. I stopped at that 40% yesterday, and then I started reading The Couple Before Us, and I was kind of reading it a little bit before I left the house, and I am about 30% of the way in to that one. I'm on chapter 12. This one is interesting. So I've Danielle Hurst is the author, and I've read a few of his thrillers, and I do enjoy them. I think they're a fun time, nothing like spectacular, but they are pretty good. So this one just came out like 2 days ago, and I'm enjoying it so far. It's giving me like Stepford Wives, like that freaky communities, like, and everyone tries to be like perfect. Yeah, so I have no clue what's going on. Literally, I have no idea what's going on, where this is going, but so far so good. I'm interested. I want to know what happens, so we're having a good time. That's literally my update. I am out right now, but I will be reading for the rest of the day, and hopefully I can at least finish Watch Your Back. If not, I'll probably finish it tomorrow and give you guys my updates and my ratings so that we can close out this vlog, because I think that's all I'm gonna read for my new releases that I have access to at the moment. So that's pretty much it. I just want to go home, so we're gonna go do that soon. I will see you guys tonight, if not tomorrow, and I hope you guys are enjoying your day whenever you're watching this, and that's it. See you later. I am back to finally close out this video. I finally finished reading Watch Your Back and The Couple Before Us. The Couple Before Us, I ended up giving it I'm in between a 3.5 or a 4-star. I felt like I didn't expect how it ended, so that's what's making me give it a 4-star. I don't give out my 4 stars so freely, but for a thriller, if I wasn't expecting it, it definitely like earned the 4-star. So I did feel like the epilogue could have been like, we didn't need it. I could have went without it, but overall I did enjoy the story. There was a lot of like, there was moments where I was reading it and I would literally roll over and be like, I feel like I'm watching a scary movie because I'm like afraid of what's about to happen, like someone's gonna pop out the corner or something. So overall I enjoyed it. I was anticipating this read to be a good one from Daniel Hurst since I enjoyed his other thrillers. And then I just now finished reading Watch Your Back by Tate James. So I believe I mentioned when I first started reading it that what I left off happening in book 1 isn't what we thought it was gonna end like. So that kind of threw me off. So overall I think I'm gonna give it a 3-star because I feel like not much happened throughout the book. There was a lot of like just spice overall and like them developing their relationships with her because it is a reverse harem. So yeah, and the only reason I would maybe give it a 3.5, and I still don't think it deserves a 3.5 because I just feel like not much happened. I remember I was telling one of the girls in the book club who's starting the book, and I'm like, girl, I'm 60% of the way in and like not much is really happening. It's not giving much. So that was kind of disappointing because I'm like anticipating a whole bunch of crazy stuff to be happening and it definitely didn't. But the end, I feel like that's what's gonna keep drawing me in with these books in this series, even though the third one is the last one. The end, it's always like a mindfuck, like what? And I don't know what to believe. So now I'm like, after I finished book 1, I said I wasn't gonna read book 2, but then I'm like, I kind of want to know. So now that I finished book 2, I'm like, well, I need to know, did these things actually happen, or is my girl going to Lulu? So I'm gonna give it a 3. It wasn't that exciting. It didn't like keep me entertained the whole time. I kind of got bored with the spice. I did enjoy like watching their relationships develop, and like her and the stepbrother, like they hate each other and they actually ended up becoming like cool and friendly with each other. So those relationships are cool. Again, there's like a lot of parent involvement. Again, it reminds me so much of the ritual and like the society they have there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my anticipated reads. I still haven't gotten the rest of the ones that I wanted off hold from my library, so we're ending it here. But I feel like I had a pretty good reads. Which ones were my favorite? Let me see, because all I can think about right now is Daniel Hurst book being my favorite. Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm looking back at my ratings, and Terror at the Gates, I definitely think I would up it to 3.5 star though. I initially put 3 star, but I keep thinking about it and like the urban fantasy and the world building, and I don't read a lot of urban fantasy. I normally just read fantasy, so it took me a minute to get used to like the urban sense of it, of like cell phones and like real-ish stuff. But I kind of like it. I love the vibe. I love Lilith. I love the tension and the angst between the two characters. So I would definitely bump that up to 3.5 star. And Time of Your Life, oh yeah, that was a 3.5 star too. That one was really good. So overall, I had a good July anticipated reads and completing them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be back with another video very soon. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.